Hello, I'm Samantha, a reporter for the Headlines and Heroines news team as part of the International Women's Day Awards for Trafford. I'm here in Urmston to meet Mark Rackham, husband of the late Kate Rackham. Kate was a formidable and fierce advocate for women living with secondary breast cancer, and her legacy continues to inspire many. This year's International Women's Day Awards in Trafford have dedicated the Inspirational Woman Award in her memory. Alright, so please can you tell me a bit about Kate?
Yeah, so Kate was mother of two daughters. She was a primary school teacher, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer 8 years ago. And then unfortunately 2 years after that she received a secondary breast cancer diagnosis, which unfortunately is a terminal diagnosis. And and then obviously she went on to be an advocate for patients of secondary breast cancer and formed a charity along with some other women, the Fighting to Be Heard Foundation.
So you were saying Kate's a strong advocate for women with secondary breast cancer. Can you tell me a bit about what motivated her to want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose she was naturally the sort of person who liked to help other people anyway. And when she received that diagnosis, although she had great support from her friends and family, she still felt quite lonely from the point of view as she didn't know anybody else who'd got the same perspective on it as she had. So that motivated her to really set up a Twitter account and reach out to people online. And she had a big community of people. Not everyone on there with secondary breast cancer, but lots of people with a connection to cancer in one way or another. And then she was part of a national campaign for secondary breast cancer awareness about 4 years ago. And the women who featured in that campaign all clubbed together to form the charity.
I think that's amazing, the sense of community you can find on the internet nowadays.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it really helped her as well.
Yeah. Do you want to go find a spot in the park and just finish off the drinks?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay, so it's obviously coming up to International Women's Day, and we have the awards in Trafford here this year, and the Inspirational Women's Award has been named in Kate's honour.
Yeah.
How does it feel to see her legacy represented this way?
Oh, it's amazing. And Kate won that award last year, and that was amazing. And I think it's lovely, especially for my daughters, because a lot of what Kate has done, they don't really fully understand the impacts yet. So I think when they're older and they can look back on things like this, it'll really help them to understand.
What do you think Kate would have thought or said about having this award dedicated after her?
I think she'd have liked it. She'd have liked it for the kids, and anything that she could do, literally anything that she could do that would raise awareness for secondary breast cancer, she'd have done it no matter what. So it's a great tool for that.
Kate obviously co-founded the Fighting to Be Heard Foundation, but can you tell me a bit about how it helps people and what people can do to get involved and support it?
Yeah, so it's got three main aims. One is offering friendship and support to patients with secondary breast cancer and their families. Secondly, they offer financial support, so they do hardship grants, because unfortunately a lot of people with secondary breast cancer can't work, so they obviously have financial difficulties. And the third one is raising awareness, and raising awareness and supporting research into secondary breast cancer. So that's what the charity is all about. And it's got a website, Fighting to Be Heard Foundation is online. There's a donate button on there. They do lots of fundraising activities. We've had club nights, we do raffles, lots and lots of things. So by following them on social media or looking at the website, there's lots of ways that you can support charity.
Is there a particular moment or memory that sort of stands out about Kate that you want people to know about?
Yeah, so I mean there are lots, but in terms of kind of public impact, the one that had the most impact was her final tweet. So she did a post-death tweet which I posted on her Twitter feed for her, and it just had the most phenomenal impact. There's no way that she knew in advance what she was about to create with that tweet. It had almost 2 billion views. It reached that many people across the world, and I had messages from people all over the world saying that Kate's story had touched them in one way or another. And I also had messages from people from this local area who said, you know, they've been following Kate, they didn't realise she was a local.
Obviously the award has been named in Kate's honour this year, but what message do you kind of hope it sends to people?
Well, I think the message is one of hope, probably. You know, Kate had to live with very difficult circumstances. You know, she knew she was going to die. Obviously she had cancer treatment, which is debilitating. Yet she managed to live, you know, the last few years of her life in a really amazing way. You know, she created so much, she helped so many other people, she enjoyed her life. She had a weird bucket list that she was working through, but she's what she wanted to do and she did it. And you know, she just wanted people to sort of grab life, run at it, live life to the max. Whether you've got, you know, the clock's ticking on your life or not, just wants everybody to live like that. And I think that for me, it would be her final inspirational message. It'd be a message of hope, and there's always hope.
That's an outstanding story. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you.
it with me.
Lovely to meet you.
The Inspirational Woman Kate Rackham Award at this year's International Women's Day Awards for Trafford stands as a testament to her enduring spirit and the lives she touched. For those who wish to honour Kate's memory further, donations are being collected for the Fighting to Be Heard Foundation, the charity she co-founded to support the 55,000 patients living with secondary breast cancer in the UK.